I've been using the Viltrox Cine lenses for Micro Four Thirds for a few weeks now, and here are my thoughts, feelings and test footage. We have the 23, the 33 and the 56, and they're all T1.5, so super duper fast. They're the smallest Cine lenses on Micro Four Thirds currently, even smaller than the Maker Cine lenses, which I have a set of, so later on I'll do a comparison between those and these. But first of all, I'll go through my findings with the Viltrox lenses on their own. So these are fully manual lenses, as you would expect, but they also have no mechanical elements to the camera, no electronic elements, so you have no data going to the camera. So if you're in a circumstance where you need to remember what focal length or aperture you're at to match your different angles, you should definitely make a note of it when you're filming. All three lenses in my experience seem to be very well matched in terms of colour, so that's a really good bonus because that's basically why we want Cine lenses, so they all match when you're using multiple angles. They're all the same size, all the focus and aperture rings are all in the same places. So in terms of image quality, I've found them to be very sharp when you stop down slightly. I think when they're wide open, you do get a little bit of blooming and a little bit of loss of colour and contrast. But a lot of the extremely wide aperture lenses, like Lauer and the TT Artisans lenses, when you do shoot wide open, you do get this phenomenon anyway. So it's not necessarily a criticism of the Viltrox lenses, it's just when you're shooting on Micro Four Thirds, at anything sort of f1.5, f0.8, something like that, you will get blooming and hazing and a lack of contrast and also a little bit of vignetting around the corners. So I would recommend stopping these down a little bit to get the best results. Another great selling point for these lenses is they have a very close minimal focus distance and very little focus breathing. So if you do want something that's a little bit close to the camera and you want to sort of rack focus throughout the focal range, you can do that no problem with these lenses, and I've found them to be very smooth and very accurate with the focus throw. So let's compare these Cine lenses to the Maker set, which is the other Cine lens set that I own. And I've used the Maker lenses extensively for wedding videography, and I do think that they are absolutely brilliant. The Viltrox Cine lenses are smaller, which is good. I thought the Maker ones were very small and compact, but these are even smaller. And on paper, they are faster. They're T1.5 versus T2.2. However, as I wouldn't shoot the Viltrox ones completely wide open, the Maker ones, you can shoot wide open all the way through the aperture ranges and get wonderful results throughout. And also, even though the Viltrox ones are smaller, they are not lighter. These are like dark matter. When you pick them up, it's surprising how heavy they are. They're very well built, and I do think they look gorgeous as well. They look really, really premium. But if you're looking for a lighter combination, you don't get any less weight, even though these lenses are smaller. In terms of price, the Maker lenses are ever so slightly cheaper, and currently you have 5 lenses in the Maker lineup versus 3 in the Viltrox lineup. However, if you get the bundle for 3 of the Viltrox or 3 of the Maker, they're exactly the same price, which is currently $1,200. So very affordable in terms of other Cine lenses in comparison, but still not cheap by any means. So these are really specific lenses if you're shooting multiple angles, if you're shooting solely video and not photo, if you want matched colour and you want a set of lenses that are sort of high quality and matched throughout the focal ranges, these are who these lenses are targeted for. So from the footage, I've liked all 3 lenses. I think they're all very strong, and make sure when you are shooting wide open that you quadruple check your focus, because the focus peaking can sometimes say you're absolutely fine, and then when you pixel peak later, you are slightly off. So there's a little bit of a learning curve with these lenses when you're shooting wide open because the depth of field really is that shallow. I've really enjoyed using these lenses. I think the colours are great. I think they're a little bit iffy when you're shooting into direct light, and I think in the low light they look absolutely gorgeous. So definitely check them out in the link below if you want to learn more.